Previously on Animate.
Until then, I'm Kyle Glockner, and I'll see you next time on Animate.
Except no, you won't, because I'm doing the next anime.
That's true, actually.
Hello anime fans, I'm Brendan O'Hara and welcome back to Animate. This time I want to talk about a hidden gem of the winter 2017 season. I wasn't sure what to expect going in, and I certainly didn't expect this show to be one of the better romance series in recent years, but lo and behold, here I am to tell you all about this standout anime series, Kuzu no Honkai, or as it's known in the States, Scum's Wish. Based on the manga of the same name, Scum's Wish follows Hanabi Yasuraoka, a high school student who is deeply in love with her teacher and childhood friend, Narumi Kanai. However, this love is extremely one-sided, as Narumi sees Hanabi as more of a younger sister than anything else, and is also very interested in the school's music teacher, Akane Minagawa. One day, Hanabi meets Mugi Awaya, and realizes he's stuck in a similar situation. Mugi is madly in love with Miss Akane, who used to tutor him in middle school, and the two bond over their unrequited loves and decide to make a promise. They vow to become each other's replacements in order to deal with the emptiness they feel in their own hearts until they can finally confess their true feelings and make their Scum's wish come true. Now this show feels like a familiar premise at first, but unlike most romances that use a will they, won't they plot device to develop their characters over a long period of time, Scum's Wish begins with an emphatic, oh yes, they did. The way this show depicts Mugi and Hanabi's relationship truly caught me off guard at first, but it's part of what this show does best. Many romances focus on the lovey-dovey feelings and rely on dense male characters to keep relationships at a standstill, but Scum's Wish focuses on the darker sides of these relationships and shows the very real consequences of their actions. It is one of the best depictions of an emotionally toxic relationship I've seen in an anime. Hanabi and Mugi don't love each other, but they feel drawn to each other because of their respective unfulfilled loves and thus end up entering a very physical relationship. Now this show gets a lot of flack for its use of sexuality when many shows tend to stray from such subjects or only go skin deep, but I see it as being more realistic. This isn't your typical tropey show, and I love the fresh take that the show provided. Another plus in the anime are the characters. By the end of the series, it became extremely difficult for me to figure out whether a character was good or bad just because they were all developed so well. Whether they're intended to be protagonists or antagonistic, this show does such a good job of blurring those lines by revealing each character's motivation slowly each and every episode. Each of the characters has their own way of dealing with the holes in their heart and are fundamentally broken in some way. They believe that if they can realize the love they feel, it can fix them. But throughout the series, they all learn that's not really the case. As the show goes on, you get a chance to get inside the head of every character and see things from their perspective, which makes it extremely difficult to pick sides. A character that I initially hated eventually became one that I truly felt for and wanted to be happy. At some points, this show made me so unsure how to feel just because I was feeling so many things at once. I felt like I was a hormonal teenage girl in the best way possible, and by the end of the last episode, I just had to sit in silence for a good 5 minutes and just really think about life. But when a show can make me feel that conflicted about imaginary characters, it gets an A+. Animation is produced by Studio Lerche, and the use of manga aesthetic as well as some beautiful eye artwork really make this show a spectacle to watch. Hues change depending on moods and seasons, and it really helps you connect even more with the world and what's happening on screen. And if you're looking for a romance with some deep character development, I cannot recommend this show enough. It's available for streaming on Anime Strike by Amazon Prime. Yes, that's right. Amazon of 2-day shipping fame now has an anime streaming service, but in this case, for the juice, it's worth the squeeze. That's all I've got for you this time. Be sure to tweet out any thoughts or recommendations you have at ZTV Goofing Off using the hashtag Animate. And for now, I'm Brendan O'Hara, and this has been Animate.